What up, fellas? It's your boy Freelancer here tonight, and I just want to do a quick roundup for September 2020. And there's not much really for me personally to talk about. There's a reason why I've been a bit quieter this month, and this is pretty much the primary reason. Now, one of the things I want to quickly mention is the new Big Sean album. If you like Big Sean, I'm sure you'll like it because he has stepped up his pen game on it, but I'm still not a fan because I just don't like the way he sounds on beats. When I hear him on a song, I kind of either try to fast forward through the song or don't go back to his part, or just avoid it in general, just because to me, either comes across as like barely tolerable, but he's not even really that. He's just kind of he's kind of either a bit annoying, and I'm like, or oh my god, what the hell's this guy doing? Like on his worst stuff, like Mona Lisa, stuff like that, which is just really bad. Like even Big Sean fans are like, what, what I mean, type songs. Now the album, like I mentioned, so if you like Big Sean, check it out. But I'm not a fan, so I'm not gonna go back to it. It is what it is. Similar thing with the new Logic album. I just find it kind of a bit stale, a bit stiff. Like I just wasn't feeling the Logic. There's nothing that makes me go, this defines Logic as an artist, other than he raps quick, right? Like there's one song in it. It just feels like an Atlanteans era Outcast remake, right? Like an Elevators remake, and it's like I would just listen to Elevators because Andre 3000 and Big Boy have like infinitely better pen games, infinitely better vocal deliveries, and just sound better on the beats. They make the beats work. They hit a pocket, right? Logic, you know, he's alright, I guess. I think he's slightly better than Big Sean, but he's kind of like Big Sean again. I'm not huge in his vocal delivery. I'm not huge in his vocals. Like rap quickly doesn't make you sound that great. You know what I mean? It's like the hip hop equivalent or the rap equivalent of like Dragon Force. It's like just because you're doing something quickly doesn't mean you're doing something very well. Now, me personally, I just can't get behind Logic. I just think, even though this album's definitely an improvement from his previous two, which were even like Logic fans didn't like those albums, you know what I mean? But this album, again, like the Big Sean album, I know people like Then Hip Hop and Needle Drop both like those two albums respectively. But to me personally, I just couldn't really click with it. And yeah, and those are the two bigger hip hop albums that came out last month that had some people gravitating towards them. Me personally, again, both those albums just weren't for me, so I just didn't want to completely shun them because again, like this is the reason why I don't just do videos on every single hip hop album. Like I know some people have been telling me to check out like Dave East, but I barely even tolerated that album. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, it's just an album. If I'm being completely objective about it, I'll put it in the C range. But I try to listen to music that can contend to being in at least a B range. At least something interesting. You know what I mean? Or the A range. I don't try to actively listen to hip hop artists or artists in general, musical people who make music that I know is going to be at most in the C range. Guys like Dave East, to me personally, right? Which is why I don't really listen to Dave East, Big Sean, Logic, because I just don't really click with them. I just find them to be kind of, like there's just not much about them that really makes them stand out as artists, right? Other than maybe some like corniness, especially in Big Sean, right? Yeah, so the past month to me has been a bit stale. Like there hasn't really been anything interesting. Like I'm trying to think, like Girl Talk, and I think it's Baz had a song that was okay that came out last month. But again, it's like, is it really a great song? It's really gonna be a song I'm gonna listen to next year or next month even. Like not really. I mean, I might check it out here and there, but there hasn't really been anything from September to me personally that I'm gonna go back to. I would even put the 21 Savage and Metro Boomin and Savage Mode 2 over anything that came out in September. And Savage Mode 2, it was okay. It's not even to me, it's not even a top 5 album of this year. So again, it's like September was quite a dry month. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section below. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Support your boy on the links below as well if you want to. It's up to you. See you in a bit. Peace.